Here we go! Hey everybody! I know that like a ton of you are still here already because I had a little bit of a pregame today. But for those just tuning in, welcome to the Browncoat Rebels. We are live May 2nd. Little code of conduct review about how we just don't make allies with the Union of Allied Planets, basically the antagonists of Firefly. And we steal their tech, that kind of stuff. Alright, now for a formal review. I just told everybody here, but I'll repeat it again for all the people on YouTube or tuning in a little later. Here's what we've got. I changed it so that events here, and I have the bot offline right now. Events are now limited by every 3-day cooldown period and by event, so that there can't be event stacking like there used to be. Raids still go up to 5 every 3 days, so that's plenty of raids, but mech raids specifically are once every 3 days, no double stacks. That way we don't end up with a death stack, which, as you can see here with, how many centipede corpses do I have? Like 50-something odd centipede corpses. It's just simply an unreasonable number of enemies that the game would never throw at you without some sort of benefit or whatever. A little review of what is going on. Pilsner went on a mental break and died somewhere in this fire. He died right around here. This monument got damaged by the centipedes. Of course it did, because centipedes. So they busted in a hole here. And it caused a psychic suppression, which is going to last, how long? 6.7 days of psychic suppression. That's pretty bad. We're only a day and a half into it. The foxes and the horses came to stomp the remainder of the mechs, and now I'm under house arrest because of that, because we have a bunch of manhunted animals outside still. So that about recaps what is going on, and let me connect the bot and unpause. Ooh, some silver. I like that. Was that from trade? I don't even remember. Alright, so, some big things that I need to focus on. One is to just clean up the map. Right now, obviously, it is covered in mech bodies. One of the really unfortunate things about all these mech bodies, the mechs have been nerfed, not in their abilities, but in the resources that they net. They no longer give you the beautiful plasteel and components that you would normally get. They give you trash. So all these mechs that would have been worth a ton of plasteel last episode are worth basically nothing now, because, you know, that's just how it goes. So let's do a full health check first. Bryce has 4 amps, no injuries. Ari also has 4 amps, no injuries. Dai is all sorts of bashed and woozy. Arclight's fine. Membler's all sorts of bashed and suppressed. Mads, he's fine. Josmo is missing an eye. I believe... Did we make that eye? Oh, no. Weren't we installing it and we failed? Is that what happened? Arclight just finished his inspiration for a Masterwork minigun. That's what you all voted on. So let me take... Yeah, he's off of queue. Yeah, mortaring the animals, normally I would say yeah, like that's not a bad idea, but now that we don't get components from mechs, is ridiculously expensive to do. So I'm just going to leave them there. Obviously the whole kill box is basically to put skis. It got destroyed. It happens. I didn't get through everybody. So Yukio got her immunity. She just developed immunity, I think, just now. Looks to me like we still need a right eye, and I don't believe we have one. Oh yeah, here's the bionic IQ. We're just making recon armor right now. Alright, so we have a ton of weapons to adjust, because we were rocking our sniper rifles in hopes of being able to snipe the mechs, but that didn't follow through all that well. So Mads, let's give you the charge rifle. Josmo, we'll give you the charged lance. Trying to switch some of the weapons back. We'll leave 2 of this. Yukio, we'll give you the minigun, and Fayette, you'll stick with the sniper rifle. But maybe a higher quality one. Yes, you trade, create, or mine components. You don't get them from mechs anymore. You also pretty much same deal with the plasteel. You have to mine it. You don't get it from mechs. You would get it from breaking down cluster buildings, but yeah. Mana Turtle went berserk because I believe you were bonded. Yes, you were bonded to Pilsner. Obviously, that is not the case anymore. So we're just waiting for the remainder of these manhunted animals to just calm down. Uh-oh. This is being... Oh, alright. We need to harvest. Alright, Mads, I'm putting you on that. If I have Double Strand literally rotting in the fields, it's time to go through that. So we're trying to replace some of the recon armor and the like. Ooh, Yoda's back. Because we obviously had a lot of damaged armor mid-combat. We'll have to wait out the psychic suppression. And then, on top of all of that, what is my veg? My veg is a little low. On top of all of that, we have a sun blocker. Now that the sight blockers work. So 2 mechanoids, 6 manhunted pigs, and additional unknown threats. That's a whole kit and caboodle. Let me try to merge some stacks of this stuff to save space. We also have a ton of the psychoid to get through. Wow, we have so much ambrosia, it's ridiculous. Wolf is dropping some kibble. And Madsy with the resub. Oh, hi Madsy. More ambrosia from Troller and advanced components for that armor from Jack Jr. Well, thanks, guys. It looks like about half the manhunted animals are done, meaning the other half are going to quickly follow suit. That's usually how it goes. And then we'll be free to lift the lockdown. As far as research goes, we're literally on the last research thing possible, the Tanaka Drive, Johnson Tanaka Drive. And then we are going to be blasting off a little bit. We got a healing enhancer here. Who needs this? Died does? Nope. Arclight? Membler? Membler needs it. Bryzu, not assigned to doctoring? That should not be the case. Josmo, with one eye, should not do the doctoring. Alex, you're the doctor. Alright, so we're still working on that bionic eye, I suppose. We also are cranking out stone skin glands. And that will help our tanks tank a little bit more. Hopefully. Because God knows they get hit a lot. Arclight's trying to replenish our advanced components. We have a few, because some came down from the sky. Membler's getting that healing enhancer. Come on, be successful. There it is. Alright, that should help with all these little injuries. Bryce, yeah, he was at 50% consciousness, so he won't talk to her well. Yeah, oh yeah, and that's still true. True. Yeah, he's suppressed right now. All the males here are suppressed. What's weird is it doesn't say male. It just is male. I don't know. Alright, there's probably only a third of the manhunted animals left, so we're almost through that nonsense. Now, until we get that sunblocker up, we are on the the kibble queue is looking bad. Until we get that sunblocker killed, we are on hydroponics only. Okay, I don't have any forced anything. I think... Okay, yeah, there's a token number of manhunters left, but we should be able to get through them. More components for Pinklink. Thanks, Pink. Josmo should be working on that eye any second now. And then we just... a little reminder here, what's going on here. This was the Royal Execution Room. I had some YouTube comments about, what is that thing? Why are you building it? So that we can kill royals if we capture them. Alright, Membler and Die, healing back up. Josmo's now making clothing. We're just trying to get back on our feet. I don't think this double strand can grow. But that's just because I haven't destroyed that sunblocker. Frank the Thrombo still needs some training, don't you, Frank? Frank the Tank. Right, wildlife. There is a stallion, and that is it. A singular stallion, stubborn in its refusal to faint. Zayla, let's go shoot said stallion. And the lockdown is lifted. Alright, so let's lift restrictions. Unrestricted. Actually, no, we need a bloodlust. Bloodshy, rather. And then unrestrict the bloodlusters. That's right, that's right. And then let's get rid of Area 1. That was for emergency meds. And animals. Yoda, you stay in the barn. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, you stay in the barn. You stay in the barn where you're nice and safe, right? So Yoda stays in the barn. Everybody else goes to animal hauling, which will help out with all the mechs. Some grazing for our hens and ducks. And I'm going to keep Frank grazing until he is haul trained as well. No point in having him wander way off. Alright, so they're out of kibble, but we'll be replacing the kibble shortly. In fact... Why are you... Oh. Yeah, no, there's no reason to harvest here anymore. A lot of the ambrosia sprouts out here are long gone. The map is so destroyed. Full of garbage. Alright, so we're tidying up. Membler's healed up. Die will be next. Josmo's making a harpsichord. Alright, let's get back to making a bionic eye for yourself. Yeah? Yeah. Making sure that all of my machining benches are on, because boy, are we ever going to have a lot of stuff. So destroy the burnable ranged weapons, smelt the bio-coated weapons, especially now that Die is holding his linked. Yep, alright, we're all set there. And then destroy this stupid monument that we no longer need. They still paid for it, right? It's not a full loss, it's just I got suppressed as a result. So, for... I think the psychic suppressor, I do believe, is localized just to this map tile, which means I can leave and fight the sunblocker with male colonists and be just fine. I think that is the case. So everybody's healed. Could someone start hauling this kibble, please? In fact, animal hauling. I will allow you in here to haul kibble. because if I could get them to haul it, that'd be nice. Yeah, I wish you could refuse to smelt bio-coated colonist weapons, because there is the accident of smelting your own linked melees, which would be very, very sad. Alright, now I'm just trying to tidy up. We have a lot of tidying up to do. Like, buckets of it, right? This shelf should be just double strand, I think. Double strand and Thrumbo. Josmo, what are your needs? You need food. I'll give you food. You need rest. I'll give you drugs. I'm trying to get his eyes back. I'm trying to basically get everyone back to fighting form so that we're not, you know, limited. Insulting spree because of a psychic breakdown. Yeah, this is why you don't go above your entropy. Psychic breakdowns are really, really, really bad. There's a huge cost for going beyond entropy. But I needed to do it or people would have died. It was when the mechs closed in from north and south when I was up here. And there was really nowhere to go. I was stuck. And I needed to blink, or skip them rather. Blink. I needed to skip them to safety. I have an ascetic who's unhappy with his bedroom. I think because he's in a relationship with someone that wants a good one, I believe. And it's better to have the non-ascetic happy with the bedroom than the ascetic happy with a crap bedroom. Yep, that is exactly the case. Mads and, yep. It is utilitarian to benefit the non-ascetic. Alright, so the eye is done. It was a red eye. We'll get the surgery done now. And Alex, you are le surgeon. They aren't getting along now. Well, that's because Josmo is cheating on her with Alex actually doing the surgery right now. Alright, so Josmo's got his eye back. Cruzio, thanks for the reset. Awesome. And then, let me clear this feed. Here we go. Oh, Glitch, you resub too. I didn't even notice that. Our warg is up and healthy enough. Teeny little burn scar on the eye. Not too much pain, not too much loss of efficiency. Another thing I need to do is a trade run. I've got buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of garbage that I don't need. Hi, Yoda. I don't need this much garbage. And then, of course, we're going to have a lot of rotten foxes and whatnot. But I don't really care. We have so much meat. My crematoriums are... Yeah, the crematoriums are on. Arclight, you could cremate. The dudes that are not blood shy are going to help get through all the rotten animals. That's too bad. We have a rotten Thrumbo, but probably nothing I could do about that. How much steel do you get from small mechs now? Like 10? It's pretty trash. It actually reminds me, Zayla. What were you crafting? Zayla, you are going to smith. But I'm going to make sure you can't do any of the Akus. So Arclight, Arclight, Arclight. Josmo, no, any. This is any. So this should be Josmo. Josmo. Alright, so Zayla, you're gonna be disassembling mechanoids. So let's see. Let's do one right now. The centipede I think still yields decently. 37 steel. Obviously no plasteel and no components, which makes it not great. Like, you don't farm them. And then let's do these small ones. Here's a scyther. So let me move this steel so we don't get confused about the stack. This should be like 10, 14. Yeah, it's this was a balance so that Tyna didn't say it like this, but basically it's a balance so that you can't farm them with assemblers. That's the long and short of it. That's why they got uber nerfed. Oh, Tory Talker vote. Make sure to whisper the bot. This is a new version of Twitch Toolkit, as I mentioned in the announcements, so we'll see how robust it is, if I need to constantly be restarting or not. I'm hoping it's robust, but we will see. Heal Mech Serum from B-Ray. Thanks, B-Ray. Stay healthy, he says. Right now, the only... I think Heal Mech Serums probably should be saved for, like, grievous wounds on pets. Yeah. Got some rice rot. Ooh, fire. I didn't even see this charge lance. Let's switch over to that. Josmo's back on his feet, but woozy and puking. Yeah, mech farms are no longer worth doing, in my opinion. Turrets did get a little bit better. But, despite them getting a little bit better, they need to get reloaded a lot more often. So there was a big old 1-2 punch against mech hauling and the like. Meteorite of Limestone from Jirlang. Thanks, Jir. I suppose it's possible that a meteorite could hit the monument that you were tasked with protecting. That'd be a really bad way for you to, like, lose your like guard monument thing. I wonder if there's code in the game to prevent that from happening, because that would be a really lame way for you to fail the mission. It's just like, you know, oh, sorry, there was a, you know, meteorite that landed on your monument and you're penalized for it. It's like, come on, that's an act of God. That ain't my fault. Increased skill, Zayla. That's what you all voted for. She's a little bit of a better artist. Right now, she's just tasked with, like, you know, clearing out corpses. Bryce. I'm trying to clear out all the dead animals and stuff, because there's going to be hundreds of them. And we don't need to live in, like, a pet cemetery. What else is going on? This could be plugged in. I was making this from wood. Yeah, we can keep making some chem fuel. Wouldn't hurt to have a nice stockpile of shells. I have a decent one now, but, like, more the merrier. And for now, what I'm going to do... Oh, this could be removed. For now, what I'm going to do is just wait until the psychic suppression is lifted. And then think about, you know, building the ship or whatever the episode goals are. I think Klein... Okay, said it was sort of a joke. He sort of pre-submitted goals, but I think they were mostly a joke. Alright, so here's some rice. Sunblocker can't block my my rice. So the sunblocker is making it so that these solar power panels don't produce. And if we don't get a little bit more power in our grid, we're going to run out. So is there any conveniently placed... Yeah, I just need to take out that sunblockers. The long and short of it. So I don't think there's any geothermal nearby. There's no running water for water mills. I already have the unstable power cells hooked up. I'm going to start conserving power just by powering down some benches. Oh, here's our harpsichord. Maybe. Josmo, you healthy again? Okay, so we do have... We're netting positive power now. But it's based upon the circadian cycles of my grow lights, I think. Poll ideas we're going to be taking in about 5-10 minutes. Okay, cool. Freezers are staying cold enough. The animals are helping to haul the mechs. Oh man, look at these slag. Slagatha. We're trying to replace some of the advanced components that we used and needed. Okay, just drop it. Harpsichord. Put it opposite the Baby Grand, let's call it. I don't know what kind of piano it is, really. Okay. What we need is amps, I think, primarily. Let me just order allow all. There was probably a few dead foxes out there. Another thing that wouldn't hurt is to get the ground penetrating radar. Oh, it's on right now. To start finding some better. Purple Pixie Pie lost attack? Yes, you did. Start finding some better underground minerals so that we can deep drill for him. Johnson Tanaka Drive is done, so this whole room doesn't really serve a purpose anymore. It's like a extra hospital, I guess, now. They just leave it up. But I'll probably reinstall the heater over here. And the masterwork chair could go towards nothing? Can go towards nothing. The brewery, I guess. I don't know. Extra hospitals are always good, but like having multiple stacks of meds that you have to draw from in different locations is not always the most convenient. That's why I'm hesitant. And Josmo's making the harp, so we're going to have one of every instrument in our Murder a Throne Room. Mads is dreadfully and efficiently hauling and making tea. Let me fix that. We're going to have tea for years now. Rise! You're failing at oh, because you've been made stupid from the suppression. That's right. Not your fault. I'm not going to change any priorities. I don't really care. User scanning speed, 420. Rico's Shame. A corporate fixer named Rico, calling from nearby, begging to join, but she won't tell me what's following her. Alright. Rico. Is it going to be hundreds of capybara? Alright, Rico joins. Are you any good? You are a masochistic, slothful psychopath. But you will shoot. And if I assign you, people can remove your garbage traits. So I'll keep her. I'll keep Rico. Every time I say Rico, I think Starship Troopers, but that's a different Rico. Alright, so new pawn. One that I don't particularly care for. Now, do I have a hospital? A bedroom for you? Yes, I do. Little corporate fixer. Okay. Man, the slothful. Alright, let's do work assignments. So, you're a psychopath. I'm not going to put you at warning. You can hunt. You can mine-ish. You can... I'm not going to have you art. We don't need any psychopath art. That's a big old no for me, dude. Right, we're still putting stuff back. Party being thrown from Yukio. I don't know who bought that. Or even if it was bought. We have a ton of repairs yet to do. Oh, man. And we've got some corpses stacking up. Whatever happened to my relationships? Did I ruin a relationship? Smugglers at 48? No, it's not ruined. It's low, but it's not ruined. Yo, Fight, you want to join this party? Reminding me of the Hannibal TV show? Yes. Hannibal the Cannibal. So we still have a dire need of the recon armor that Josmo just isn't cranking out yet. But he's working on it. Alright, so if you have poll ideas for the episode goal, whisper them to Shield. He is taking your suggestions. Shaman Merchant coming in from Dub. That'll help to ditch some of the garbage that I've got around the map. Rise, you are building the auto cannon turret. How about you cremate? So we're starting to get parts of our kill box back. And then let's check numbers for who is the best trade price improvement, because all of our men are rendered a little or as the, I think that's the like Russian-Ukrainian sign for it. Alright, let's trade with Totoro. I know that's not their name, but that's what I'm calling them. So the suppression is going to go on. Actually, we're almost done with the suppression, which is good. Does ship chunks contain components? They do. They contain 8 on average. Oh, look at all these dead thrombo. Okay, Ari. I'm going to buy new Turamine, because that never hurts. Sell my pemmican, because I don't need it. Buy the herbal meds. I have a ton of Psychic Tea that I can level the trade for. So I don't need that much. Buy the Plasteel. What else do you have? Shock Lance, Insanity Lance, Pulsar. Yeah. Buy their gold. I'm going to sell a ton of beer as well. This stuff just takes a lot of Rim. So there's no point in me having gazillions of it, because it's very ineffective for me to have buckets. All right, there we go. I like that trade. That's a big old trade. Great. Well, I'm happy about that one. Arclight. Let's have you cremate. Ooh, another healing enhancer. Turtle Sandwich sent it. So Dai, you've got one. Ari, you've got one. So Arclight, I do believe this one would be yours. I'm trying to give it to all the brawlers, because the brawlers are most likely to take a lot of wounds. Healing enhancer is most effective when it is installed on someone that takes many wounds, because it increases your healing rate. So, you know, the sort of injury by 1,000 cuts heals a lot faster than one big deep wound that you don't benefit as much. Oh, another thing that they changed, which I'm not so keen on, is the Joy Wire is less effective now. So if we go... Oh, no, it was on Mads. So if we check the Joy Wire here, Oh, no, it's more effective. I don't know. They changed it, but maybe they changed it in the other direction. I thought they nerfed it, but maybe they buffed it. Maybe I'm just illiterate. That seems likely. I'm just illiterate, guys. I don't know. Someone has to check the change log, because I could just be wrong. Ew, Raj, don't eat in there. They changed the brain debuff. Part efficiency minus 20%. Oh, they increased the the brain debuff even more. Did they? No. How do they change? Hold on, I'm tapping out. Now it's bothering me. Joy Wire brain efficiency impact from 30 to 20%. Oh, that reverts the previous change. So, okay, now I understand. Because I was like, wasn't it already that? But now it makes sense. Because it was already nerfed, and they like they re-unnerfed it. How's that for a phrase? Yeah, they made it better the way it used to be. Alright, so Arclight, you got your healing enhancer. Perfect. Josmo made a recon armor that neither Dai nor Membler has even thought to install yet. Before the goal polls are, I'm just, you all asked for it, so I'll give you a little Yoda cam for a bit. He's not even looking at you. There you go. How long did the Rico raffle? Let's put the cooldown at 45 past the hour, so in 10 minutes. So if you would like to be eligible for that raffle, all you got to do is be a sub and have typed something in the last 15 minutes, or 5 minutes actually, because it will be 10 minutes from now. And as soon as you get bored of the Yoda cam, I can pop back on me. So here's another Tory Talker vote. Just make sure to whisper the bot. Okay. Yep, feel free to type it up. Take your time. Yoda. Yeah, buddy. There he goes. Giving you the good view. Alright, I am just about out of veg. How many lavish meals had I queued up? Alright, let's queue up only to 10. And everybody's eating simple and fine. And my simple meals are made from meat. Is it not? No. Let's make it of meat. And unsuspend it. Because I think we're going to run out of veg. And then let's say no insect, no human. Not that I would be able to butcher them up, but let's just say they got dropped from the sky. I wouldn't want to be eating human or whatnot. Oh, I see what happened. Rico put on the armor. That's fine. We'll be making more recon armor. I just obviously would want it on Membler and Die first. Actually, let's force that. Just because that's who should wear it first. So I'm going to tell my range guys to take it off. The melee guys will have pick of the litter of the recon armor first, and then we'll reassign it. Mads has a bit of a shoot frenzy. And you all sent a ship chunk to me. Nice. Fayep, are you mining still? Oh, but he's psychically suppressed, so he's not going to be a good miner. Alright, you guys have overstayed your welcome. Please leave. Go home. Yeah, it's another reason why the recon armors are taking forever, is because Josmo's cyclically suppressed as well, so he's not going to be able to craft up at the speed he normally would. Other quests that are active. So Rico's... Okay, there's a Persona Core that I called in for. That's not that close. And then another heal enhancer from Madsy. So the last Mailer has one. So Mads, I'll just give this one to you. How's that sound? You probably wanted it for yourself anyway, but you didn't send a message with it. And then Herbal Meds from Wolfist. Alright, the poll is up. So let me get to that. And there we go. Oh, I can't point to it because Yoda's on cam. Well, it's above Yoda. So there's three options here. There's focus on the ship reactor for power, destroy the sunblocker, then raid others, or shield belt and equipment improvements. Because we're a wee bit naked. But the choice is yours. Whatever you vote on, I'll work on. 'Tis how it is. I'm going to start to move things around a little bit. Make room for more stuff. Yeah, sunblockers. Pretty vicious. Psychic suppressor field has dissipated, so that's going to help out a ton. Let's put our male docs back on doctoring. Mads, you've got the healing enhancer. Good. Good, good, good. I'm just trying to move things around so that we can more smoothly move throughout the base without being constantly hitting chairs and whatnot, which is why I wanted to destroy this chair, but nobody's done it so far. Because I don't care if there's a chair at a woodcutter. Pretty low priority, if you ask me. Alright, compacted steel from Tiro. To our south. Fayep, you should be... Oh, you're... Okay. Fayep, I want you to be working on mining over constructing. In fact, you shouldn't even be a constructor at all. You shouldn't even animal handle either. So now he's going to be full-time mining. Because there's a ton of really, really good ores out there. Josmo's cranking out new sets of dusters. Scanned for gold. Nice. Alright, it's somewhere down there. Let me just tag it so that I know where it is. It's right here. Let's call this gold, or gold 1. Don't allow anything in the storage, and then just so that I see it better if I'm looking for it again. There. Now I know where it is. Uranium from Frank. That's going to be useful for placing all these broken turrets. God, there's so much slag still. We still haven't even gotten close to repairing all the things that broke. That's how bad it was. That was a bad raid. That was a really bad raid. Not gonna lie. Alright, surprise, you're now wearing recon armor. Now what I could do is, for ranged, to allow them recon armor yet again. I just wanted the brawlers to have first dibs. Okay, we definitely, looks like the sunblocker is going to be the successful one. I'll leave it up for 2 more minutes before I do the raffle. But it looks like sunblocker is likely to win. Yeah, there's just, there's an unreasonable amount of corpses still on the world map here. Hey, you're a psychopath. Why does seeing a rotten corpse bother you? I mean, I know bloodlusts are the ones that don't mind, but I don't know. You're an inappropriately sensitive, oversensitive psychopath. Alright, so let me collapse this pole. It looks like you want sunblocker and rating, shield belts and equipment improvements is a first and second choice. So I'll work towards that. We'll go tomorrow morning to the sunblocker, I think. And yeah, all right, that works for me. That works for me. What I really need to do is start hauling away this double strand. It is a dreadful bad idea to just leave it out here rotting in the fields. It is double strand after all, right? I don't want animals to be able to haul from this, though. Some animals would be able to haul, but I don't want to get into that level nitty-gritty. Because, like, obviously, you know, wargs won't eat seeds. So, like, wargs could haul from there. But I think those are the only animals that could. With that in mind, actually, no, I could actually get to that nitty-gritty, because that just means my wargs get unrestricted. They could go wherever the hell they want. Because they're not going to eat any of my crops out of the field. They literally aren't vegetarian or omnivores. They're obligate carnivore, meaning they're just like a cat. Cats are obligate carnivores, where our dogs are not. Interesting fact that you didn't need to know. Canines are not necessarily obligate carnivores, where they can get their nutrients from non-animal sources, like bears. Bears in the wild eat a lot of berries, whereas cats need to eat meat. They do eat catnip and stuff like that, but it won't sustain them. They won't survive by eating those food sources. I've seen some, not to get way off the topic, but I've seen some YouTube videos of people like feeding their cats, which is weird. I am a lifelong vegetarian. Yes, the raffle. Good call. Draco, congratulations. You are now Rico. Let's go to the name queue. And eventually find Rico. But yeah, as a lifelong vegetarian, I would not make my dogs eat a vegetarian diet. It's not good for them. Dogs could survive it if it was like engineered, if it was a, veterinarian engineered diet, but like cats couldn't. They'd die. Every now and then I see in the news that like a vegan couple like starved their baby to death by feeding it a vegan diet. It's like, oh my god, why? Things that make my blood boil for 200. Trebek. Ooh, I have an installed beacon somewhere. I really shouldn't. Or did it get destroyed? Who's good at Where's Waldo? Because I sure hell am not good at Where's Waldo. Anyone see a beacon? Anyone? I'm gonna go with I don't have one. And make a copy. Under the slate blocks near the oh, you... Ah, here it is. Yep. Brilliant. Yeah, I just need to see the cable. Alright, let's uninstall that so no one comes... oh yeah, and through my roof. We have a winner. We do have a winner. So I said I would go. Let's go. I've delayed enough. How many? What are the threats? It is 2 mechanoids, 7 pigs. Cool. So let's see. Let's do 3 pod. Ari, Arclight, Drakel, Zytex, and Zayla. And then, oh, sorry, 4 group. So, Ari, Arclight, Zayla, and Drakel. And then, 2 horses to carry stuff back. So that's 4 bedrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll send some healing just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then some packets of Remos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And some kibble. We're not going very far, but anything else I need to send? That seems about right. So the horses are to carry back whatever we get as loot. Woot, woot, I got the loot. I was a little overdue for this trip, but we're getting there. What's missing? None? Oh, Draco's missing. Move, Draco, move. More steel found? Boo. not cool. Oh, Draco, throw that armor on and get the hell in the pod. Godspeed, group. Godspeed. Alright, so other ratings would be killing off royals. Killing off the Union of Allied Planets. So the two that are sleeping are pathetic. They're just pikemen, so that's a joke. Animals to the corner. Ahem, animals. Let's load our bedrolls in. Any of you good docs? Did I forget to send a doctor? Maybe. No, don't load him into the whatever. That's not what I meant. All right, let's just focus on the clear. Okay, so we got some piglets that are coming in. Really? Two of them, the breast brawlers, can't punch pigs to death. All right, Operation Save the Bacon underway. Defeated all enemies? Well, that's not true. Alright, Arclight, go stand here. Ari, go stand... Oh, no. Ari, stand there. Arclight, stand here. Zayla and Draco, stand there. Oh, they woke up. Well, then. Mr... Oh, you're dead. And now they're very dead. Alright, there should be a sunblocker in here. Ooh, it's already pretty mashed up. Die. And then we can get underway. Smashy smash. Alright. Reform. The pigs are probably going to rot in transit. No, you know, I have so much meat, I don't really care. Bring the kibble, components, meds. I'll take the... I'll leave the errands, I don't even want them. Yep. Go home. Cool. Alright, little poll for you all. Who should be on camera? The dog or the human? Alright, so now that the sunblocker's out, plants will start growing and no longer rot in the fields, and my solar power should start generating power again. Which means my batteries won't be so drained. Oh, an unexpected twist. The winner of said poll is not who I thought was going to win. So, you all said raiding. I think what I need to do if I want to raid is to set up a forward base, which I don't love doing because all of the raids and gifts that you send via Twitch Toolkit could end up at said base, which is not ideal. But it is what it is. Alright, so one of my constructors ought to go... Oh! Copyright saying Yoda Camp. Should I be offended? I won't be offended. I'll leave this up for one more minute. Looks like we're getting through the... No, we're not even close to cleaning up this map. The other issue is runtime GC, which helps clear out memory for save game files, is not updated to this version. So... Oh, you know one thing I could do? We need a better relationship with the Persephone smugglers. Let me go ahead and send them a gift bag of just stuff I don't particularly want or need. And that will help our relationship. We can call on them if we need backup. And I free up stuff in my... Are these linked? I don't know if they're linked. I'll free up stuff in my stockpile. So it's a many win. I'll bring both the good sniper rifles. All right, I'll be done with this in just a sec. That's a lie. All of the sort of damaged shirts and whatnot can go. Side focus I'll keep. This should make us true allies, because this is kind of a lot of stuff. But I don't need more silver, so hence the... Got a second camera for the Yoda cam? Alright. Well, I mean, with the bits you just sent me, sounds good. Alright, that's enough. That's a ton of gifts. And that frees up a lot of inventory space. So this is the linked plasma... Oh yeah, these are unbonded linked blades, okay. New vote donation goal. Yoda, you hear that? You're gonna get a camera of your own. He's like, leave me alone, Dad. Alright, so these guys are gonna get home. So the idea here is send a little love to Lindsay City, and then set up a forward operating base, maybe here-ish? So that I can destroy the... How many bits? Don't worry about bits. I could buy a new camera. That is no issue. In fact, my old camera has a bit of a scratched up lens, so it's about time I got one that wasn't damaged. All right, another Tory Talker vote. So let me bring down the poll. Looks like you all voted for me. I'll put that poll back up at some other point, so that if you're tired of seeing my dumb face, you can see Yoda again. Here, I'll just pick him up. But here you go, another Tory Talker vote. Flu, gutworms, or inspiration. So, I haven't really queued up anything for my guys to do, and this is for a reason. There's still an enormous amount of cleanup on the map. There's slag everywhere. There are dead people everywhere. There's silver ore that Rochella just almost blew up my own kill box with. So there's so much. There's already so many tasks on the map that I'm just not issuing new ones for good reason. So I'll just let the home people do their thing. What I do have to figure out, die. I'm gonna send you to do the FOB, I think. So you are wife with Arclight, so I'll send both of you. Arclight and die. Oh no, but I want Arclight crafting here. Bryce, maybe I send you with Zytex? Zytex, you are an average intellectual? That sounds wrong. Most people can't haul bodies? Yes. I don't want most people hauling the bodies. The pets are hauling them, though, as you can see. I have a bloodlust restriction area. Oh, also, Draco, I guess you're not doing trait stuff yet. Look at the difference of this mining speed. Yeah, well, if this was a contest, we'd have a winner. Josmo is Inspired Trade. That's fortunate. And Fire. You were a poor mood, so you're leaving Draco to... Alright, let's just have you haul it, because God knows you're not actually mining. She's trying, that's the important thing. Yep. You're also 53. Are you going to be a good match for anyone? Membler... You could be an okay match for Membler. Your ages don't line up all that well. You could be an okay match for Thiop, but again, ages don't match up all that well. No, you're probably going to be single. That sounds sad, but it's also true. Most likely single. Said in a obnoxious accent for no good reason. One thing I don't have is backup batteries. I have no idea why I haven't set up backup batteries yet, but that's a TBD for sure. So tomorrow morning, Bryce and Zytex, you guys are night owls, aren't you? So let's do this now. What am I going to need for an FOB? I'm going to need components. Actually, I have a frightening lack of components right now, so I'm going to wait on the forward operating base until I have some more components, because we have been cranking through them to make recon armor. Tinder for RimWorld, yeah, something like that. Let's go ahead and make components as a chief queue for our smiths. Yo, it's so much easier if you just haul the leaves to you, Mads. You've been watching episode 39 of the Browncoat Rebels, which originally aired on Twitch May 2nd. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below or hop on Discord and join me on there. If you'd like to catch a live one, just go to Rhadamant.com for the countdown timer and the full schedule. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next episode. Adios.